Hare Krishna. My name is Nikitha and I'm going to be talking about an underwater exploration of Dwaraka. When did Dwaraka get submerged? According to Mr. C.S. Mahadevan, Dwaraka was partially submerged in 3031 BC. Later, in 2700 BC, the remaining portions of Dwaraka submerged, and even the remaining portions of Lanka got submerged in a cataclysm. This can also be proved by science. The islands that were submerged were from the equator up to 30 north or south latitude. This meant that what happened was due to the tilting of the earth. When were the remains of Dwaraka found? The very first exploration was in 1979. However, I'll be talking about the fourth expedition in 1985 and the expedition by the National Institute of Oceanography. That expedition was led by Dr. S.R. Rao. I will be focusing more on this. In the fourth expedition, 2 underwater sea walls were discovered. These walls were 20 to 30 feet below the seabed. In the expedition led by Dr. S.R. Rao, it was the 6th archaeological expedition. They claimed to have found new items near the Arabian Sea. They came across the inner and outer walls of the proto-historic port city, which had bastions made from sandstone on either side of the walls. From the inner gateway, there was a flight of stairs that was traced back to 1.5 meters. Another item that was found was stone anchors. According to Dr. Rao, these anchors suggest that small boats used to sail up rivers and larger ones were further away from the outer wall entrance. Other finds were a semicircular mooring stone. And then using this information, they determined the outer wall was used as a pier. The anchors that were in a row suggested the loading docks were 1.2 kilometers away from the present shoreline and about 12 meters deep from the current waterline. Some antiques found in the water were most likely bronze objects and fragments of marble statues. Based on the sizes of the anchors, it can be said that Dwaraka was the largest port. As many as 50 stone anchors were seen, but more may be hidden in all the sediment. Since the exploration in 1984, only the right bank has been explored. The left side hasn't been explored due to a lack of funding and resources. However, the past expeditions indicate that anchors of various sizes may be able to be found in the left bank. The bronze objects and marble fragments that I spoke about earlier were found in a trench that was dug 4.6 meters below sea level. Along with that, parts of a wooden boat hull were recovered. Sea level fluctuations. There are 3 wave-cut benches that were encountered. The depths were 11.22 meters, 4.6 meters, and 1.34 meters. It is believed that the proto-historic city was on the lowest bench and the medieval townships were in higher benches. An island 30 kilometers north of Dwaraka was found to be connected to the mainland. This island is called Bet Dwaraka. The ancient port was 4 kilometers long and was discovered in previous expeditions. Dr. Rao also mentioned that 500 meters in perimeter stone walls were discovered in the intertidal zone, not too far from where shell workers lived. South of the wall was an area where boats were launched and served as a pier. Some parts of the wall are intact still and would have been much higher back then than it is now. Extra facts. Some evidence suggests that another settlement lived in Dwaraka even before Krishna inhabited it. This is made as a reference in the epics. Another cool fact is that one time, 2 archaeologists spent 1.5 to 2 hours underwater working to document, which is not easy for beginners. This opened for more archaeological dives. And then a significant achievement is that the underwater exploration had been filmed. These are my 2 resources. Thank you to Guruji for giving me some information on this. Thank you and Hare Krishna.